high-ranking police agent caught using racial slurs, powerful allies protect and put up the picture full mask. This is a CBI agent, Colorado Bureau of Investigations agent, accidentally records himself using a racial slur. His name is Doug Pearson. Doug recorded himself saying the N-word during a phone conversation. Did you hear me? Recorded himself. It started as a Valentine's Day call to an unnamed woman. After some bedroom talk, the conversation turned to who might have been behind a mass shooting during a parade celebrating the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. All right? Quote, let me guess, effing N-word. Doug speculated in the February 2024 call uncovered by Denver TV station KMGH. Pearson did not know that he had activated his body camera nearly a half hour earlier. He was on duty in a state-issued vehicle awaiting a SWAT team's arrival. An internal investigation concluded his behavior, quote, would bring CBI into disrepute if it was publicly known and brings discredit upon Agent Pearson as an employee of CBI. That's according to KMGH. Investigators found he violated the department's code of ethics and professional conduct policy by using the racial slur, right? It should be open and shut. However, but Pearson was not fired. And it's unclear he was even suspended. KMGH obtained a copy of Pearson's time card on April 1st when the internal report was completed through September 26th. It does not show any time off for disciplinary reasons. An open records request for Pearson's file was denied. CBI insiders, past and present, afforded anonymity because they feared retribution, told the station that leniency afforded Pearson reflects his longtime friendship with the agency's director, Chris Schaefer. Quote, anyone else, in my opinion, that would have, that did what he did that day would no longer be working with CBI today, a source said. Another source concurred, saying, quote, I'm telling you right now, anyone else says that except Chris Schaefer's best friend, they're fired, I promise, end quote. According to the station, their close relationship is no secret around CBI headquarters. They're known to go on trips together, speaking at conventions and training sessions with law enforcement groups, etc. In a statement, Schaefer said Pearson was disciplined, but did not elaborate, citing state personnel law. He said he was not involved in the investigation or its outcome. Quote, racist language violates our core tenet of respect towards everyone, Schaefer said. If we don't show respect at all times, we can't expect it in return. I expect everyone within the Colorado Bureau of Investigation to act with integrity and honor at all times. The public expects and deserves nothing less. For his part, Pearson, whose law enforcement career spans 23 years, acknowledged his use of the slur while representing CBI was horrible, but insisted it is, quote, not a normal term he uses in his everyday vocabulary, end quote. Oh, but that, Doug, why do you just say so, Doug? We could be best friends now, Doug. You just say the N-word every now and then, not everyday vocabulary. Of course, you could be a non-biased arbitrator of the law. All right, but not everyone agrees with the explanation. Quote, he's out of control, according to a KMGH source. Quote, I think it's absolutely disgusting. It rolled off his tongue so quickly, so cavalierly. That language is never acceptable, let alone from a law enforcement officer, end quote. The controversy swirling around the Pearson decision has affected CBI morale, the station reported. They're angry, they're frustrated, the source said. Frankly, they're embarrassed this is allowed to happen. Now, remember, they got Black agents now. They got Black agents. They got Black administrative staff. They have Black support workers, Black vendors, Black auxiliary workers, Black individuals who work with them in liaison to each other. That's the nature of the entity. So plenty of Black folk are around this whole thing. There's more. In the statement, another source wrote, The hardworking men and women of CBI deserve better and should not be subject to the ugliness of Pearson and the message Director Schaefer is sending by protecting his close friend. The consensus among agents is that Pearson should be fired, said another agency insider. Some also believe the director has lost credibility and needs to resign. They're not being accountable. They're not being transparent, one source said. They don't want to talk about it. They want to cover it up and move on. They have. It's not they want to, they already have covered it up and moved on. The media got wind of this, made people talk about it again, but they have already gotten away with it, period. All right? Francesca, thoughts here?
Yeah, no, he doesn't normally say that word just
Right.
while he's on the job,
Yeah.
working at the Colorado Bureau of Investigation. Excuse me? Like that's even worse that you're it'd be one thing if it was a family member recording him while he was at home. That's different, maybe. Actually, probably not. But it is way worse that he said it while he was on the job doing his job. And to say nothing of the people who have to work with him who are black, what about black Coloradans?
That's right.
Coloradians, I'm sorry. But no, what about people who live in the state,
That's right.
whose cases are serious, who are these are the people. The Colorado Bureau of Investigation are the one who put out crime stats. They're the one who do major investigations. So if this is the attitude of someone who works there, how do you think they're going to skew and sway those investigations and those crime stats? It's just, it's so disgusting. Like, I'm so sick of having to just point these. I mean, it's important that we report on this. It's important that this was reported on anyway, but it happens all the time. And people are not disciplined or let go of the force. And we think that the police are good arbiters. We think
Yeah.
that every investigative body, everybody that reports on crime stats, wow, they're angelic, they're perfect, they're neutral, if anything. No, they're not. And so again, it's just, yeah, I don't know, Doc. I don't know what to say anymore, honestly.
Yeah, it's quite insane. And this is a defense attorney's dream. That guy
Yeah.
arrested you. All right, I can't wait to get him on the stand. Sir, do you refer to black people as the N-word? Okay. All right, case closed. You see, it always presents in the Q&A when that cop is on stand because he did it while on duty, period. It becomes germane to the case. It goes to bias.